Hi. Are you confused about what is Eexi, Eedi and Seemp? Don't worry. In this video, I am going to explain everything in a very simple way. We all know that the ships are responsible for 90% of the world's trade, which clearly means the ships are responsible for 90% of the air pollution. There are so many pollutants which I am not going to deal today except for CO2. Why CO2 is so dangerous? We all know CO2 is a greenhouse gas which leads to global warming. So, if you consume 1 ton of fuel, you are going to release 3 tons of CO2. Can you see how much ships are producing CO2, which in turn impacting the global warming? So, IMO came to a conclusion that we need to reduce this CO2 release by the ships. They first targeted the new ships. Let's say you're buying a new ship, then they say, you see, this ship should comply with IMO rules and regulations in terms of CO2 release. Let's say they are giving a particular value X. Now when you're buying the ship, the value of CO2 released from the new ship should be lesser than X. Then good. Design wise, your ship is efficient. So the class will give you International Energy Efficiency Certificate that your ship is efficient. Your ship is old, existing ship. Even existing ships are going to send out CO2 because they also need to consume fuel, correct? So now IMO was thinking, these existing ships, these guys are escaping. We should, put a rule for them. Now they came again with a rule for existing ships. Array existing ship owners, I am setting a rule for you all. Your ships should not release CO2, above to a particular value or above. Now the existing ship owners are thinking, what should I do? If it is a new ship, in the design itself they do some modifications and they will produce less CO2. But I am already an existing ship. What can I do? Very simple. Let's say you have a bike and this is the accelerator. Say this is the full range of acceleration. Now let's assume you cannot go more than this. Earlier you were going like this, but now you cannot go more than this. Now what are we doing? We are reducing the fuel consumption because you cannot increase the speed. That's it. So in this way, you will consume less fuel, which in turn releases less CO2. And the one which is stopping, that is called engine power limitation, which will be put on our engine by the maker. Simple. This is design criteria. Then what is this Seemp 3? I told you this EEXI, EEBI, this EPL are all for design. The engine should not release more CO2 more than the required value set by the IMO. That's it. But there is something called operational efficiency. If I don't operate my ship efficiently, then also I am going to release CO2. So how am I going to control the operational way of sending out the CO2? That is called Seemp 3. Now let me tell you in simple words. Let's say you are consuming for 1 year, you are consuming say 1000 tons of heavy oil. In the next year, if you consume 900 tons of heavy oil, you are efficient. So this Seemp 3 has got lot of details to be fed. So whatever consumption we are using on the engine, on the ships, we will feed the data there and then we will give it to the flag state. Class flag state. And flag state will finally give this to IMO, and IMO will calculate what is your efficiency in the operational way of handling the fuel. And then they will give you a score. This explanation is in very simple terms. There are so many details which are required, but I felt this is sufficient enough. If you need more information, please let me know. I'll be very happy to explain you more, not because you want to know, because I can know more along with you. Bye. Have a great day.